What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a general sneak peek for the sign of Pisces. Okay, Pisces, you guys are second this week on the zodiac lineup. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. If you guys are not familiar, this is your permanent spot um, going forward. It's a new format that started last month, if you will, I believe. Okay, so no need to wonder when your reading is going to be. You are always in week 3. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Okay, we have two from the top. Okay, two from the bottom, and then one energetically from the middle. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see the spread. If I need to, I'll kind of scoot them over as we go. Okay, so let's see what's going on in your energy, Pisces. We have the Four of Cups to start with the Hierophant, followed by the Four of Pentacles, which is in the middle of your spread, followed by the Five of Swords, and then the 10 of Swords. Okay, so double sword energy towards the end of your reading. Okay, point blank period, without me even going down these one at a time, although you know I will. Okay, I automatically feel your usual energy, Pisces, of being I usually say kind of like manipulative, but I feel like you're in this very mischievous energy that in the end, I'm not going to say it bites you in the ass, but it's more so in the event of being just completely done with particular people in your atmosphere. Okay, so I say that because of this Four of Cups. Okay, to start, this Four of Cups is signifying, cups is water energy, so you, Scorpio, and Cancer. Okay, some form of information, maybe an apology of some sort. Okay, which someone tries to come and offer you, either communication. It may not even be an apology. It might be like a half-ass apology. Okay, and you're kind of like shut off to it. Okay, like in a sense of try again. Okay, as you can see, this person sitting up underneath the tree with their arms folded. Okay, whatever it is pertaining to, it possibly deals with your relationship. Okay, or with this Hierophant card being here, or it's that need to figure out who to believe. Okay, there's two people that have like possibly given you some information in regards to a particular person, and you're not sure who to believe. Okay, or it could be this person in, two people in your circle that are, kind of at odds with each other, and you're trying to figure out who to believe. Okay, next is this Four of Pentacles energy. Okay, kind of holding back information. Okay, and I feel as though you're doing this on purpose, Pisces. Like I said, kind of, clever, calculated steps that you're doing in regards to kind of reveal something that you already kind of, intuitively feel is going on. Okay, the reason why I say it's kind of clever is because in this Rider's Waite, you can kind of see, I don't know if you can tell, I hold it as close as I possibly can without it glaring, but it's kind of smirk on this person holding the pentacles, okay? Also, within this, there's this black, like, I don't know if it's a chain or some form of a cloak or something, because they're wearing red, and then it looks like some form of chains, okay, or bondage, if you will, okay? But, at one point in time, while it was here on the desk, it felt like they were kind of smugly holding some information back, okay? And possibly you could be, okay? Just to see what someone does, okay? Just so you can see, okay? In doing so, it brings this Five of Swords energy. Where Five of Swords, this person is also kind of smirking a little bit and looking as people walk away. It's called defeat, okay? They tried it. It's two people walking away, two swords down, while this person is holding three swords, okay? They tried it, didn't work, and so it is what it is. You end up seeing what you need to see, but in all actuality, this could either be you or another energy, okay? Swords energy is air, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, okay? So either you're done as far as dealing with this person, even though you saw what you needed to see or heard what you needed to hear. It's more so in the sense of, damn, it's like, who can I trust now, type of vibe for some of you. For others of you, it's possibly another energy that ends up feeling this because they, end up outing themselves for who they truly are, okay? And so it's like a stick a fork in me, I'm done. I can't believe, I fell for the okie doke type vibe, okay? Now, it could be just a simple prank of some sort because you guys are pranksters in a sense, okay? But I feel like this is on some serious shit, okay? So, now, that being said, let's get into the clarifiers, okay? One at a time. One from the top for the Four of Cups. Second from the top for the Hierophant. One from the bottom for the Four of Pentacles. Second from the bottom for the Five of Swords. And then one energetically from the middle for the Ten of Swords, okay? So let's see what's going on one at a time. We have the Four of Cups being clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, okay? Eight of Pentacles is usually talking about some form of work, okay? So this could be in regards to someone that you work with, someone that you collaborate with on a regular basis, okay? And again, kind of also pointing a focus towards something, okay? Maybe this person is focusing on, getting back on your good side in a sense, in order to kind of, again, please you in some sense to continue a good working relationship, okay? Next, we have the Hierophant being clarified by the Devil, okay? Capricorn energy. You could either have that in your chart or dealing with someone in that, with that particular sign. It's an honorable mention. You don't have to be, okay? But it is very toxic or karmic energy, okay? Kind of mischievous, if you will, okay? And like I said, you guys might be, again, trying to see where someone's loyalty lies with this Hierophant card, okay? It's kind of like a judge in a sense, okay? And so be mindful of when you do that, okay, Pisces? I've been telling y'all this for the longest of time since I've started readings, primarily this year, okay? of being very careful of doing things like that, because while you end up getting what you want out of it, at the same time it could cause a backfire. Okay. um, Everyone wants the truth, but when it comes out, nobody's ready for it. Okay. So you have to be honest with yourself. If this has already transpired, I hope you were ready for the truth. Okay. um, it's one of those situations where you only pull that trick out when you necessarily need to. Okay. And sometimes it could be in a sense of trying to put someone on display so that way other people are aware. Okay. I'm feeling that kind of vibe. Okay. Now, 4 of Pentacles is being clarified by the 9 of Wands. Okay. Blockage. Okay. So like I said, holding back from telling someone something. Okay. Or holding some pertinent information. For some of you, it could be you blocking as far as your finances are concerned, being extra careful about spending. Okay. For some of you. And so you may be, or keeping someone else from spending your money, blocking your card out because someone is doing a little bit of excessive shopping, okay, as it pertains to finances. But primarily, I feel like you are blocking particular people, maybe on social media, from learning about the things that you're doing, okay, because maybe there's a situation where someone knows things that you're doing in advance and they try to get on to what you're doing. Okay. So you've possibly kind of peeked this, or someone put you on game about it, and now you're kind of, cutting the head off of a snake. Okay. And so there's blockage going on in regards to someone kind of riding your coattails in a sense. Okay. So next is the 5 of Swords with the 10 of Wands. Okay. So this combination here speaks to the fact of, again, 10 of Wands is talking about usually some kind of burden or being kind of overwhelmed in a sense. Okay. Mixed with this defeat. Okay. It's possible, like I said, that in doing so, okay, putting up this scheme, okay, has been and is very much of a hindrance to you. Okay. Because it's stunting your productivity in other ways. Okay. Because of course with this 8 of Pentacles, you have things to do. Okay. Pentacles energy being here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. Capricorn coming up twice. Okay. Spending too much time on kind of outing someone or trying to prove people wrong. Okay. Either prove people wrong or hit lower than low can sometimes backfire, and it ends up being too much of a burden. Okay. If it's work related, possibly in kind of trying to prove a point towards other people that you have to collaborate with or work with, it could lead to you having to do everything yourself. Okay. And maybe you're fine with that. Okay. But it could lead to this exhaustion. Okay. Maybe in a sense of maybe mental exhaustion or physical exhaustion, one or the other. Okay. So try to be careful with the showboating, Pisces. Okay. Because sometimes you'll have a tendency of doing that. Not saying you don't deserve the things that you have, but sometimes it's nice if you're humble about it. Okay. So with that being said, let's move on to this last one here, which is the 10 of Swords down to the 2 of Swords. Okay, so there's a reduction in Swords energy here. Again, air energy, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Okay, so it's nice to see that there's a reduction, because I think you guys end up going into some type of reflection in the sense of wondering if it was all worth it. Okay. Um, One, it could be you guys wondering if it was worth it, even saying anything, because it ends up tiring you out. Okay. And you have 10 here twice, so a form of awakening. Okay. For others, it could be a situation of whoever is in your circle or people around you, wondering, you know, if they should have just, minded their business, if it was them interjecting in something that they didn't need to, or again, like I said, kind of riding coattails in a sense. Okay. Um, for some of you, this Nine of Wands that's kind of poking out to me a little bit during your read is kind of giving me this vibe of feeling like you need to protect something. Okay. And so you're kind of slowly but surely making these blocks against certain people. Okay. Maybe people that you work with, you're kind of blocking them from your social media, things of that nature, so that way they're not, in your personal business too much. As some people may have kind of crossed the line a little bit in regards to your personal business. Um, and it's kind of like because you need that separation of work and personal life. Okay, what you do in your off time when you're not at work is and should be your business. You have to be very careful and mindful of who you have around you because of this devil energy. Okay, now that devil energy could be, like I said, you setting up a scheme so that way you can kind of get a read on people. You're a water sign. You move by clairsentience, which is primarily feelings, okay? The sense of feelings and emotions of other people. You're a water sign. If your still waters run deep. You're full of emotion at any given point in time, but you have the best poker faces until someone, takes you from 0 to 100, okay? And then it's a whole new thing, okay? And so it's a whole nother vibe. And so you have a tendency of being able to, kind of put on that poker face. But deep down, you are a very intuitive sign, okay? And so, you don't have to go, lower than low on people. Just use your intuition and your discernment, okay? If you're a spiritualist, I would definitely suggest you spend a lot of time working on your third eye and crown chakra meditations, okay? You can go into my playlist and I should have a couple there that you can refer to, okay? Or you can look some up on YouTube, okay? But definitely take some time, every now and again when you have downtime. If you feel like your discernment is blocked, or if you want to stop doing, mischievous little schemes to find out if people are real or not, okay? You can be very observant in the sense of actually watching people, okay, and watching their behaviors. Or again, work on your third eye and crown chakra, okay? Logical thinking and being more aware, okay? And like I said, you're moving in a sense of clairsentience, okay? So be mindful of that, okay? So let's get into, and I would, not trying to shamelessly plug, but I also would suggest the Awakening by the Beach bath salts, spiritual bath, that is on my Etsy shop in correlation with awakening that third eye and crown chakra, okay? So by all means, you can kind of go on my Etsy shop and read the description there to find out how that could help you, okay? So with that being said, we're going to get into this elemental oracle here to get your final message of advice so we can round out your reading. I'm going to cut by 3 here. And we're going to go to the bottom of the deck, which says Clarity Mountain, okay? Clarity Mountain, okay? Number 16, equaling out to 7, which is talking about having some form of inner strength. 1 for intuition, 6 for reevaluating, okay? 2 of Swords energy. Of course, 4 of Swords is more so about reflection. But this 2 of Swords, of course, is talking about indecisiveness in the sense of, wondering if you should have said something or done anything at all, because like I said, it ends up backfiring for some of you. For others, it leaves this person wondering why they fell for it, okay? So with this Clarity Mountain, it's this person kind of laying in the snow with a mountain behind them, okay? At the peak of one of the mountains is a twinkle of a light, if you will, in regards to needing a moment of clarity, a moment of silence to think from a higher perspective, okay? In a sense of raising your vibration, okay? So I'm going to go into the book here. This is the element of earth, and it says here, mountain, clarity. There is an advantage to looking at things from a higher perspective. You are too close to something to see it properly and clearly. Take the high road, Pisces. I'm sorry, I feel like a mother scolding their child, okay? Take the high road, Pisces, okay? Look at the big picture. Are you making too big a deal of something? Are you making too big of a deal of it? Okay. Now, one could say, I have this feeling, well, they started it. Okay. I don't know why, but I feel like that would be your response. Okay. In a sense of dealing with whoever it is that you're dealing with. Okay. Is that they started it, in the sense of whether or not if it's a prank or whether or not if it was, a rumor that was spread, whatever the case may be, okay? You say they started it, but did you start it, okay? I don't know. I don't know what happened, okay? If you feel like telling me, by all means, you can put it in the comments, Pisces. I don't know why y'all know I have a soft spot for y'all for some reason, okay? Might be because I have y'all in my chart somewhere. I don't know, okay? But by all means, okay, are you making too big a deal of something, okay? Fajal or Lager, which is ancient Norse for mountain, okay? Sacred mountains exist as energies that provide all that people might need, okay? Mountains remind us that we can look at the minutiae of the world more purely and from a higher vantage point. In mountains, our troubles seem tiny and insignificant. Taking time away from too many opinions or pressures and trying to gain some simplicity and clarity should be done on a regular basis, okay? Should be done on a regular basis, not in a sense of always trying to get someone more than they get you, okay? So, like I said, whether or not it's a shameless little prank with this devil energy here, okay, on someone that you work with, okay, or if it's more of a serious issue, by all means, think of things from a higher vantage point, okay, and try to take the high road, all right? So Pisces, that is all that I have for you guys this evening. We do have 4 more readings this week, along with the energy shout out on Sunday. You guys already actually have an energy shout out. However, if you are looking for your other birth chart placements, by all means, you can check in on that, okay? This is my last week for the month of October, so after this week's readings, I won't see you guys again until the 3rd week of November. So until then, peace.